Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Samay, aka Samays, and this is just me vlogging about going hiking the other day. Funny enough, I actually had audio for this on the videos, or so I thought, and then I go to listen back, and every single video, every single clip that I have, no type of audio. So I was like, you know what? Lemons into lemonade type of moment. And I just was like, F it. Let's do this dang on thing. Let's just do a voiceover. So here I am. I live in California right now, and I ended up going to this trail in Whittier, which is in LA. And I highly enjoyed myself. Like, honestly, I was really enjoying the scenery and enjoying Because if you don't know, I'm from New Jersey originally. I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey, and it's the Garden State, yes, but I didn't go hiking as much as I would have liked to. And plus, California is sunny dang near all year round. So, yeah. Oh yeah, here I am. I'm like, okay, let's do some lunges. I am so sore, y'all. When I tell you, y'all, I'm about to have that booty. Alright? I'm about to get that. Ain't no joke, because the muscles in the glutes, yeah, they about to be popping soon. Alright, just saying. Let me get my life in order. I think this is the point where I kind of gotten up to some height. I can't remember, but I thought that joint was fire. I ain't gonna front. I don't remember what I was talking about at this point, but I was just talking. I wasn't just talking, but I was talking. Honestly, when I do activities alone, I have so much more fun. Like, I really do. And I can just be myself. I like myself, so I try to do as many things as I can alone. But yo, the sky, I don't even know. And that day, it was gray. Like, when I woke up, it was gray. But I'm so glad. I'm so glad it was sunny. I was actually supposed to go with another person. But, sometimes it's a cornflake, sometimes it's a frosted flake. Either way, a flake is a flake. So that happened. And I ended up just going alone. And I had so much fun. So much fun. Oh, better angle of the palace. I don't know what it really is. But yeah, I enjoyed myself highly. 10 out of 10 would recommend if you can ever be alone. Oh, I think this is the first checkpoint I got to, quote unquote checkpoint for me. I actually saw a guy meditating up there, and I sat for maybe like 5 to 10 minutes, and that was bomb. Then I got down to the next point, and here is once I started going downhill, things start getting raunchy. But I actually liked this because the path was so small. I love that. I was y'all, it was hot. Like, I don't really sweat like that. At least I don't sweat on my face, but I was glistening a little bit. And y'all, like, when I tell you, that joint was fire, like the path, but I couldn't do it. Y'all see, I took off my bra, y'all. I had to. It was too sweaty. I couldn't do it. I had the unpoop sweat happening. It just wasn't. It wasn't doing it for me at all. And I keep going. I get there. Man, I just love nature. Like, it's so beautiful. Like, the aesthetic of nature is just everything. I swear to you it is. See? Look, I'm getting more and more naked as this video goes along. Man, I don't even know what I was talking about at this point. Oh, I'm sure I think I was mentioning the fact that it's like, yeah, everything else is nice, and then you go up there and you see antennas, and it's not fully nature anymore. And I was saying how trash that part was. Yeah, it was crazy. And this was here. It's cute, but it wasn't the 26th. It was the 25th. But, you know, people remember and forget. I can't be judging people out here in the street. Who am I? But just a person. So then I was like, F it. I just love this part. I think it's so nice. Like, I just love outdoors and nature. Yeah, I like that there was this nice little ledge part I could just chill out. Well, not just me, but everybody on a trait. Like, nope, don't do that again. And this part, I think I was just talking about how I got flaked on. That was one. Clearly I'm hurt, but no, I'm really not. I'm just like, dang. It's like shock and disbelief, but it happens. I started talking about how I went to the Slightly Problematic tour in Brea at the comedy show. I mean, at the Improv Comedy Club. I went there. I saw Kev on stage. I saw To Hear More, and I saw Doughboy all perform a set. They killed that joint. Like, I really enjoyed myself a lot. And on top of that, I got to get a picture. I didn't even have a little backstage pass or nothing. And the guy that saw me there, he was just like, oh, I saw you already. Even though he knew I didn't have no wristband. He saw I didn't have no wristband, bro. And I got to sit in the front. I met this lady there. Oh my God. Like, I feel like everything went right that night. Everything. That was on the 23rd. Everything was just perfect. When I thought things weren't going to work out, things worked out, and I was open to receiving all the positive energy and meeting people. Like, when you stay positive and when you stay open to experiences and to just letting things happen, but not like letting things happen to you, but like letting yourself receive positivity. That shit was crazy. Even though, like, life, there is negative things that happen, and that's a part of it, because you can't have your yin without the yang, and vice versa. So we have to have resistance, but also with resistance, we also need to be able to be open to release at the same time. And that was just like that was just so great for me. And I always notice that when I'm going hiking, that is the symbolism I get all the time. It's like, being open to explore, being open to let life literally lead you to someplace else. It was dope, like, honestly. And hiking for me is the metaphor for life, for sure. Even if you don't think so, hiking is a metaphor for life, because you know that there's a path. You have a goal. Your goal is to finish something, or your goal is to get to the top, or whichever one it is. But sometimes you don't know where the trail is going to lead. You don't know if it's going to lead you upwards. Sometimes you don't know if it's going to lead you downwards. And then when you see that it's going upwards, sometimes you are going up and you're like, I don't know if I can make that. That is very steep. And then once you're doing it, you're just doing it. And that's just it. And then once you go down, once you're heading downhill, you're like, oh shit, can I make this? I don't know. And then you do it anyway. So I just really enjoyed that, and I was just thinking about how, like, man, I was thinking about a lot of things. I think a lot. But I was just talking about how I have been feeling, and yeah, I don't talk to a lot of people. And literally this same day, I hung out with my friend later on. We went to a gay church, great gay church, literal gay church, and they were talking about polyamory, and they were talking about like open relationships and all that stuff. Personally, I don't know if that is for me. I don't think polyamory is a thing I can do, but I've also had a bad experience with an open type of relationship that wasn't anything what it should have been and what polyamory actually is about. That relationship didn't go that way. So it was really interesting. Very interesting, I must say. It was, man, I tell you. I have my thoughts about that place. I enjoyed certain things about it, but I can tell that some parts about the whole service, because there was a burlesque show. Funny enough, there was a burlesque show at a church, gay church, and there was a play. People sang songs, all that. Actually, everybody was pretty good, I must say. But I could tell that some points were like ego driven, some points. But I definitely enjoyed it. I did feel some parts of the sermon, people were trying to push it and make it seem like it was just this great thing. And I'm like, polyamory is not a bad thing. I don't think so. I just think that a lot of people don't understand it fully and they do it the wrong way, you know? I do feel that when it comes to open relationships, polyamorous relationships, I think there is a difference. And they were explaining all the different types of things. I was just like, all right, this is overwhelming. There's way too many things right now. I can't do this right now. But the things that I did understand made a lot of sense. And when they started explaining more of the things, they were talking about they were talking about throuple, which a lot of people know what a throuple is. Well, that's a new term, honestly. It's a third party couple, pretty much. I don't know. That's polyamory for me. Chunos. Pero like, I get that. That makes sense. Because yeah, that's just what it is. Like, polyamory is you actually having a love for two people or multiple people at one time, and it's not just you hooking up, versus an open relationship might be something what swingers do, you know what I mean? It's really interesting. But so this is the point where it gets raunchy, y'all. All right, it's getting raunchy because right here I'm going down the hill. My toes are hurting, okay? I can't do this running down the hill with these daggone boots because I've had them ingrowns, okay? It's not a joke. I got nice feet, but the ingrowns is real, and I'm not here for it. So, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see the raunchiness. But oh my gosh, you don't understand. I was like, this moment is just so liberating and so free. Like, I literally had my hands up, like just enjoying it. Like, I've never ran so freely and just so effortlessly and just so non-inhibited in my life. It was just, I enjoyed that, and that's where my toes was hurting. So I had to do what I had to do, y'all. I couldn't do this wearing clothes anymore. I had to take them off. I had to take off the pants. I had no bra on. I had to take off the hiking boots. At this point, and y'all, I know, y'all see all the boobies moving. The jugs are jiggling, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, y'all. My toes were too confined. But then the rocks came back in, so I just was like, all right. I'm still going to be pantless though, because this feels way better. Way better. Like, oh my gosh, y'all have no idea how good I felt. I just felt so free. I felt like this is the way nature intended us to be. Like, I really wish I could have been completely naked, I'm not gonna lie. But being in our society, if you are naked in public, that is public indecency. So I ain't trying to catch a case, and I ain't never been to jail. I have never been arrested. None of that. I'm good, and I'm good. That's that on that. But man, y'all, whoever can go hiking, really like go hiking like this, do it if you can. And the funny thing was, like, I feel like this really got me out of like a sad state of mind, because I was so sad this week, and it made me feel motivated. I felt all the endorphins and I felt all that, and they say that you do release a lot of endorphins when you are working out, and I felt it. I did. No BS though, y'all. Ooh, I like this one. This is my favorite part. I got scared though, because I was like, usually if there's crows and they're circling, that means something died. But they're not crows, they're sparrows. I had to check real quick. I was like, these are sparrows. They're not. they ain't trying to get you, girl. But yeah, like working out really releases a lot of endorphins, and I get it. People become addicted to it. People really become addicted to it. And I ain't gonna front, I'm in pain right now, but I want to go back and just keep hiking. I want to do something where I'm like moving around. No bullshit. After I did that, like after I was finished with this hike, I felt like I just had the best workout or the best SEX in my life. Like, that's on period, boo. Like, that's real talk. Cause man, I tell you, and it felt nice to just have the open space and just looking over at LA, and at least the part of LA that I was in. I was tripping off this grass. I really was, because I had never seen grass this green, and it's the natural grass, you know, like, of course it's the little brown patches, because I mean, that's the dirt, obviously. That's how you know it's real. You know, you like, what scalp? There's the scalp. So I was just like making up all these weird analogies for the green grass, but I thought it was the coolest thing. It was so green and beautiful. It was everything. And I was just enjoying the scenery. Nature really is a beautiful thing. Like, I don't get how people could not want to go outside. I mean, I do understand why in some cases, but like, I don't get why people wouldn't want to hike if they have the opportunity, or go to the beach or whatever it is. But this is the point where I had to let it go, because my phone was on like 3%. So this is the end of the video. Talk to y'all later. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.